Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ruby, this is Ruby Red, and this is the fourth and final vlog for All Done August. If you're like, dang, you were sitting there at the end of last week's vlog. Yeah, I know. And in other weeks, I would have gone inside to get a sweater or something so that I could pretend that I didn't film my outro and my intro back to back, but that's not what I did. Anyway, it's All Done August, the month where I try to become all done with some lingering projects, specifically my 30 by 30 and all of my whips, which I'm down to the single whip, which is my ranunculus sweater. So I'm working on that this week, and I have 2 more books that I'm hoping to finish for my 30 by 30 list, and then I'll just have 1 more to read in September before I turn 30. Okay? That's All Done August. That's the plan. It is Monday night. I looked at the numbers. I don't know. I have like 100 or something pages of House of Mirth. I'm going to get through that. It's all good. I'm going to go to bed early. I'm not going to watch TV. I'm not going to watch reels or shorts. And I'm going to read. But I'm also going to dedicate 1 hour every day this week, at least for Monday through Friday. 1 full hour of knitting my ranunculus and listening to Portrait of a Lady, because I have 8 full hours of listening left to finish it. And I actually need to finish it before the weekend because I'm counting that for a TBR Trails Quest book. So I need to finish that before the deadline to submit those books. So at least 1 hour per day listening to that and knitting, because that is how I'm going to get done with my stuff that I need all done with. Okay, so stay tuned to hear how that goes. The other thing, my bingo board, it's not a bingo, my bucket list gallery wall. I still have to set up my hammock. I think I can actually set it up on the front porch of my parents' new house, but I'm not sure. But I don't know where else to hang it, because the place where I used to hang it, we cut down one of those trees. So, and it's not as easy as you might think living in the woods to find a good hammock spot, because the trees need to be just the right distance apart, not too close, not too far apart, and they need to both be of the right circumference to fit the straps that I have and everything. So anyway, hammock, top down convertible ride. We haven't done that this month. Connor has, but we haven't done it together. And this weekend, Connor's actually going to be gone again, and probably will take the convertible. So maybe we can finagle like a morning coffee date, but it's also like not that hot right now. So I don't super know that top down is going to be like my ideal transportation method. Farmer's market. I haven't been to the farmer's market in August, and so I'm going to go on Sunday, the final day of August. I will be going to the farmer's market. The better one, not the better one, but the one that I would have more fun going to is on Saturday, but I'm working Saturday. Okay. So Sunday, farmer's market, Saturday after work, swimming hole. Okay. That's the other one. I invited a friend over, and we're going to, unless it's the weather's bad, I don't know. We're going to walk to a swimming hole that I haven't been to in kind of a long time. So that'll be really fun. And so yeah, I can definitely probably get at least 3 more things done, but I don't know if we're going to get the top down ride in there. That's the state of things on Monday. Okay, ranunculus progress. It's only slightly able to cover my bra, but I've been knitting so much tonight and I'm feeling really good about it. I did listen to my 1 hour of the House of Mirth, the Portrait of a Lady, and I will continue doing that. I did increase my speed on that audiobook a little bit, so things are moving though. I feel like I haven't talked about what it's about, but I can't do it right now. Anyway, ranunculus looking good. I'm trying it on again to really get the fit, and I do like the fit, so I'm gonna take the lifeline out. That's like right here at the end of the yoke, and I'm gonna just take some measurements right now to figure out how much longer I want the body to be, so that I just know how many rows to do, so that I don't have to try it on again maybe for a while. Sorry the vlogging is light in this vlog because it's Tuesday night. It's like 9:15. I'm about to not even put this back on the needles. I'm just gonna measure, take it off, get in bed. I'm supposed to read House of Mirth when I get in bed. We'll see. But I'm not working tomorrow. I have a bunch of errands planned, so. Uh-oh. Okay, it's Wednesday. It's like 4 o'clock. Is it really? Oh my god, it's almost 4:30. Okay. This morning I did my big grocery run. First this morning I read Edith Wharton. And then I did my big grocery shop, and that means driving quite far, and that means I listened to a lot of Portrait of a Lady. I'm just gonna talk about that book, whatever it's about, when I'm done with it. And I have about 3 hours left, and I need to finish it for TBR Trails Quest by the end of Friday. I need to submit Friday night because the due date is early Saturday morning for me, and I don't want to forget, so Friday. Unloaded the groceries, had some lunch, and then I came to town to hang out with my friend's cat. She's out of town just for a couple days and didn't want her cat to be too lonely. So I spent some time hanging out with the cat. I brought my knitting. I read the second canto of Dante's Inferno because I've signed up to do the 100 Days of Dante. I don't want to get into that. The reason I signed up for that is because I want to like get up on my reading in order to read the new R.F. Kuang book, Catabasis. And here's the thing. Here it is. I'm laughing at myself because I saw this book come in yesterday at work. The box came in, and I saw that my library had bought this book, and you know, we're sort of allowed to take books early when new books come in before they get processed and put out on the shelves. Staff is sort of allowed to like take them as long as you're not gonna have it for like a long time. Like you can kind of just take it, read it, and then bring it back, and then it gets processed. And so I was like, oh, here she is. And I was thinking about taking it, but then I was like, you know what, I really don't have time right now. Like I have to finish these other books, and then my September reading plans are insane. I don't know why I am doing this, but I'm like prepping for Chaostober like too hard. So September, I don't know who she is, but I was like, I don't have time to add in Catabasis. But then today, while I'm cat sitting, not really sitting, just vibing, I got a call from the library saying your hold is ready. Because I placed a hold on this like probably a while ago. And I was not the first, you know, there was already a number of people on the hold list for this book before it was even out. So I was like, let me get my name in there so that it'll come to me eventually. But I didn't expect my library to buy it because my home library buying it, I get to be at the top of the list. Like, whatever. It's complicated. It's not complicated, I don't think, but I tried to explain it to Connor the other day, and that made me think maybe it is complicated. But anyway, I have Catabasis. So I think this is gonna be like my little treat. Like I might read the first chapter of this and then use the desire to read more of it, because I don't doubt that I will want to keep reading this, because I think R.F. Kuang is a phenomenal writer. So I'm going to use that to like power me through the rest of Portrait of a Lady. No, The House of Mirth. And then Sorry to Learn by Heart. Like I'll get to it, but I just want to like, I want to sit down and read this whole thing in like 2 days. It's not going to happen because I have a lot of stuff to do, but that's the deal. That's the book situation. And now I'm going to head home and get dinner started, and I think listen to the audiobook and like just clean up a little bit, and then we'll figure out what's next. All right, let's see if I can get my hammock hanging up here. Okay. Hello? Uh-oh. Is it working? You know, like only technically. Well, I'm here now, so I am gonna read, but I'll never do this again. I just got a comment from Marcella saying that she loved these opening shots with my coffee cup and my view in my backyard. So this one's for you, Marcella. Soak it in. I know I do. Okay, here is the next try on. I only did 7 rows. I feel like I said I had to do like 12 or maybe 10, but here's where we're at. So I feel like it's the shortest in the armpit, which is kind of weird. Like it should be shorter coming like over my chest, but this is my waist. So I think I'm gonna start the ribbing. I think like we're almost, this is just how long it's gonna, these pants are basically the height that I like to wear my pants. I'm about to have to join another ball of yarn, so that's why I was like, let me just try it on again and see, because I'm gonna be joining my final yarn ball. But I guess I did like most of the body, like probably this much of the body on my last yarn, so I don't need to worry about running out. Sorry, I set this up in the wrong place. This is such a weird height for me to like squat at. I think also it probably will block longer. So yeah, I'm going to, and my preference would be for it to block longer versus to block wider. Like I don't want it to be looser. I feel like the amount of ease it has right now is fine. So I'm going to switch my needles. The pattern calls for doing 2 rows and then doing the ribbing. 2 rows on a smaller needle of just knitting. I guess I'll do that. Like, why not? Happy Friday. We are really nearing the end of this whole August thing. Big yikes. Here's the thing. I finished this last night. I finished House of Mirth. So checking that off, feeling great about it. And now I can maybe share some thoughts. I liked this, but I didn't love it. I definitely liked it. There was a lot of really just like Mirth? No, we don't know her. Like a beautiful woman's fall from grace, basically, and how the New York social scene at the time just preyed upon her, basically, and she got misrepresented a couple of times through just sort of accidents on her part, and that totally like destroyed her life fully. So like, and the end, it's not like the ending is devastating. It's like the whole book, her and this guy Lawrence Selden, are sort of dancing around each other. He's the first sentence is he runs into her at the train station. And we sort of get to find out that they are, friends, they flirt, and she knows that he really likes her, but she also at that time is like really like, they both know that she's going to marry for money. Like she's kind of too good for him. He's a lawyer. And so they just, banter, flirt, and it is what it is. But he keeps coming back to her, and a couple of times like she's on the verge of maybe marrying someone else, and then Selden comes to the party and she's like, hi. And then whatever else she was like working on kind of falls apart. So she keeps sort of missing opportunities, and it's sort of like maybe she's doing it on purpose because what her heart wants is to marry this guy Lawrence. And then when she finds out that he's like maybe flirting with other women, she goes bananas. And it's just like a really painful like little tug of war, because you're like, girl, just buy less hats and marry this man. But I'm not going to give you any spoilers, because even though it was published over 100 years ago, I think, I was shocked by the ending. I mean, I wasn't like it's not what I thought the ending was going to be like. It's not what I thought the book was going to be like. I'm glad I read it. I definitely would read more from Edith Wharton. I really like her writing. I think it's good. I don't know what to say about it, actually. But I do want to say, like, a little bit, I don't think this would be considered gothic, but I think, you know, if you're a Jane Eyre fan, if you're a Wuthering Heights fan, you maybe would be into this more than if you're like a Jane Austen fan, just in terms of classic literature that I've read recently. Wow, Edith, you really did that. Okay, so done with that. Amazing. And I started the ribbing for the hem of my ranunculus sweater, which I could totally finish this week. I am gonna have a lot to do this weekend because I have some social engagements. I'm working and I have a lot of school like writing to do pretty much. So much. So yeah, not sure if I will actually finish it, but maybe I'll finish it by the time that I'm editing this if I don't finish it this week, so I could still show you the finished result. We'll see. Good talk. Time to get my day going. I finished the portrait of a lady. Yup. Yesterday, actually. And then I did do some knitting at work, came home, did not film a thing, made a beautiful dinner by myself because Connor was away for the night. And I have like 3 or 4 rows left of the hem. It's Saturday now. I feel like that was everything. I don't know. I didn't love the portrait of a lady, and I feel bad about it, actually. But I don't know. Like, I get it, but I don't feel that I like get it. And I think it's a book that I wish I had read as like a buddy read or a book club book so that I could talk about it while I was reading it, and I think that would help me understand it better. Or perhaps if I was eyeball reading it and annotating, that would also have helped me understand it better. And just like care more about the characters, because that's what I mean about like understand it. Like I didn't feel like I really understood deeply like the motivations of any of the characters. Like I get the broad sweeps of the story, but I feel like I missed out a lot on the nitty-gritty stuff. I'm not sure I'm really just into Henry James. It's possible that I don't know. I don't feel drawn to like read more from him the way that I do feel sort of compelled to want to read more from Edith Wharton, even though I didn't love that one either. But yeah, so I am all done with 3 of the 4 30 by 30 books I had left at the beginning of this. So I have one more that I'm going to read in September before my birthday, and it's not a very long one, so I'm so relieved and excited to be like done with that project and to have like completed a project that I was working on for like literally years, so long. And at the time when I made my list, like I couldn't have imagined. I had no idea. Anyway, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna do a full like reflecting on this experience video, I think, when I actually finish it, and I'll be posting that on my birthday, so you can look forward to that. There is one more day of August. I do plan to go to the farmer's market. Maybe it'll be a top-down drive. The swimming hole, not happening. Maybe I'll count the lake as swimming hole though, and just to finish out my board. We'll see. We'll see if I have to resort to that. I am going to be going to a swimming hole Monday now instead of Sunday, which is fine. It's just not in August. And I'm not going to swim in it. It's going to be kind of chilly, and the water's probably going to be really low because it's been so dry. Anyway, I'm really proud of my progress in All Done August. I'm going to see how much more knitting I can do tonight and tomorrow, around all my other obligations. But, oh my god, I need to post week 3. Oops. Okay. Lots to do. No time to do it in. Farmer's Market focaccia, homegrown tomatoes. It is like 7 o'clock on Sunday. It can't be 7 o'clock. Look how bright it is. I have no idea what time it is. Maybe it's 6:30. Anyway, I cast off my ranunculus. Yes, it's a little short. I'm showing a little belly. These are some of my lower pants, let's be honest. But I think it's going to be just right. I actually hope it doesn't stretch too much in blocking, but I'm really, really happy with it. I did such a crazy bind off for this. It was the one recommended if you wanted a stretchy bind off, which I was like, yeah, I do, because I already know from my swatch that like the normal bind off has like no give and pulls the fabric in a very unappealing way. So I needed a stretchy bind off, and so I learned the twisty loop bind off, or whatever the heck it was. Someone's twisty loop. Susie's bind off? I don't know. So now it's not all done. Okay. However, it's close, and the sleeves. So I was thinking I was just gonna do more twisted rib on these, but then I think they would be like fitted sleeves, and I think I want them to be a little more flouncy. So I might just do a couple of rows, like put like an inch onto them and then do a bind off and not do ribbing on them. I'm not sure what the vibe is. I'm gonna look at some more projects on Ravelry probably, but for now this is where we're at. We are so close to being all done with the ranunculus. I'm gonna call it good enough, you know what I mean? I feel so happy with the amount of progress that I made. I think doing this series did really push me to get through some of my projects and some books, and like, I don't know, I'm just like, I'm ready for fall. Sorry, I'm in such a weird stance because of where I had to put my phone that I had to do this a little bit. And I think like this is the end. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey through being all done in August. I think it should become an annual tradition. So I'll meet you back here next year for All Done August season 2. And I do have some things cooking for September. So stay tuned, and I will see you back here next time. Okay, bye. Okay, I finally actually finished this project, and I was waiting to finish editing and post this video until I had woven all the ends for my ranunculus, and I did finally do it. It did take me almost 3 weeks, so oops, but it's done. I actually already wore it to work, and I'm so happy with the results. I think blocking did a lot for her as far as evening out all my stitches, and I think it's going to be a treasured piece of my wardrobe. So thanks, I guess finally, thank you so much for joining me for All Done August. It was great, and I think I'll definitely do it again next year because I got a lot done. So thanks for watching. And I have some videos that I'm going to post in September, I swear. Okay, bye.